Assalamualaikum. For those who are new here, I'm Onya Atta and this is Atta Touch. Today I will share how I turn old regular looking vases to those Pinterest worthy ceramic vases. Since I don't own any old vases that I don't like, I went thrift shopping and bought some. If you would like to know what thrift shop did I went to and what kind of stuff that I bought, comment down below. I might do a video about it. So I went to 2 different places last week and this is what I bought for this project. So project ni sebenarnya simple je. The idea is just to paint these old vases, giving a ceramic finishing look to it. If you got yours also from thrift shop, make sure basuh bersih-bersih ya sebelum guna. So you're gonna need a paint of your desired colour. I'm using acrylic here and saya tak jumpa colour yang saya nak, so I bought a few and I will mix my own colour. And as for the texture, we're gonna need bicarbonate soda, or you can also use baking powder. So I start by mixing my colour first, and I add soda bicarbonate with the ratio 1:1, which is the same amount with the paint that I'm using. Function soda bicarbonate ni actually to give a rough texture of the finishing. So kalau nak finishing dia lebih kasar, tambah lagi, and kalau nak lagi smooth, kurangkan. Then bila dah well mixed, we can start painting it. One tips here is be generous with the paint. I notice here, kalau kita pakai lagi banyak paint, lagi senang to work with and lagi cantik outcome dia. After you're done with your first layer, letak kat tepi and then tunggu dia kering. While that is drying, mix another colour and paint another vase. This vase is easier to work with because of the texture of the vase and the shape. I like this colour so much. Tengok tu, cantik kan? So just carry on with all the other vases that you have. Jangan lupa bahagian dalam dia pun kena buat juga ya. For a larger mouth vase such as this, just colour all the inner part. But for the small mouth vase, cat belah atas-atas je pun dah cukup. One more thing, it's easier if you colour the smaller and hard to reach part first. After the first layer of paint is dry, you can now paint the second layer. I don't really like the colour of the first layer for this one, so I mix another colour for the second layer. As I go on, sometimes this happen. Tak tahu kenapa, tapi dia punya macam first layer pun macam dah terbrush off. So what I do is, I take a dab of paint, lepas tu brush it lightly dekat kawasan tu, biar dekat kawasan tu jadi tebal sikit paint dia. All other vases I made 2 coat of paint. But for this one, I did 3 coat of paint because I use lighter colour and atas pasu yang ada corak. So it needs more layer of paint to cover the drawing on this vase. So this one I'm using acrylic with baking powder. It didn't really give much of a texture, cuma dia jadi lagi pekat. Nanti saya tunjuk the finishing of baking powder ni in compare to soda bicarbonate yang kita guna awal-awal tadi. Nampak kan ketara beza antara the texture of these two? The green using soda bicarbonate and the brown using baking powder. I also tried to make it using a plastic bottle that I have. It looks just the same as the rest. The only thing is it's too light, so you have to put some rocks or something to make it heavy so it won't tumble off. So that was it. It is super easy to make and it is cheap as well. I bought the vases for less than 20 ringgit. For the acrylic, I bought the cup, so it's quite pricey, but you can easily get 1 tube for 7 ringgit. And if you get 2 colors, baru 14 ringgit. The only thing that I don't like about these vases is that it can easily scratch. Maybe it's because the type of paint that I'm using, I'm not sure. But if you put your vases on the shelf and no one touch it, so tak ada masalah lah. Anyway, I hope you enjoy watching this video, and if you do, don't forget to subscribe. And while you're at it, do check out my previous video where I do a lot of DIY, furniture fit, space decor and lots more. That's all from Aka Touch for today. Tell me what do you think about this video at the comment section below. I really hope to see you on my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye. Assalamualaikum.